Joe Biden is the OG girl dad. He told me I could be anything and I could do anything. As a child, I would sit on the leather chair in his office doing my homework, and he would sit next to me doing his work, drafting the Violence Against Women Act. And he wasn't just a girl dad. I could see that he valued and trusted women. How he listened to his mother, how he believed in his sister, and most of all, how he respected my mother's career.
I never thought I'd stand before a crowd of Democrats and refer to a president as a liar so many times. No, I'm not trying to be funny. It's sad. Trump continues to lie about the border. Here's what he won't tell you. Trump killed the strongest bipartisan border deal in the history of the United States that we negotiated with the Senate Republicans. It took 4 weeks. Once it passed, and never acknowledged the most expansive border change in American history. He called senators to say, don't support the bipartisan bill, because he said it would help me politically and hurt him politically. My God. Typically Trump, once again, putting himself first and America last.
Yes, so that was Ashley Biden introducing her sweet daddy. You know, the daddy didn't only fight for women's right. Guess who else he fought for? He fought for the black people of South Africa. That's in Africa. Back in the day, I was 1 year old when this was happening. Yes, he's a wonderful guy. So I'm going to play a little piece of this video here so y'all could watch our wonderful president fighting for the black people of South Africa and calling racism with its name. He's a sweet daddy for everyone. Doesn't matter if you white, yellow, blue, green, Joe Biden will fight for you. Thank you, Joe. We love you.
Aim to impose ourselves, our solutions, our favorites in South Africa. Damn it, we have favorites in South Africa. The favorites in South Africa are the people who are being repressed by that ugly white regime. We have favorites. Our loyalty is not to South Africa, it's to South Africans. And the South Africans are majority black, and they are being excoriated. It is not to some stupid puppet government over there. It is not to the Afrikaners regime. We have no loyalty to them. We have no loyalty to South Africa, to South Africans. And the fact of the matter is I listen to this rationale first of all. It is the leaders of South Africa and their people, black and white, who have the majority responsibility. They must rise to it. Well, they are rising to it. They're rising to it. The only thing left available to them with that repulsive, repugnant regime of Afrikaners there. And it's the only way they have. They've tried everything for the last 20 years. They begged, they borrowed, they crawled, and now they're taking up arms. The second thing, progress toward peace requires a timetable. Timetable, elimination of apartheid. What's our timetable? What are we saying to that repugnant regime? Are we saying you've got 20 days, 20 months, 20 years? We ask them to put up a timetable. What's our timetable? These people are being crushed. And we're sitting here with the same kind of rhetoric, the same thing we heard.
Well, good evening, America! On November 5th, our nation will hire a president, a commander-in-chief, and leader of the free world. So let's compare their resumes, shall we? One candidate worked at McDonald's while she was in college at an HBCU. HU. The other was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and helped his daddy in the family business. Housing discrimination, that is. She became a career prosecutor while he became a career criminal. With 34 felonies, 2 impeachments, and 1 porn star to prove it. Her entire career as an elected district attorney, attorney general, and senator, she's always worked for one client, the people. Meanwhile, he's a 78-year-old, lifelong predator, fraudster, and cheat, known for inciting violent mobs. Listen, y'all. He's only looked out for one person, himself. As women are dying, he is bragging about overturning Roe. And y'all know I come from Texas. And right now in Texas, come on, Texas. But right now in Texas, they want to institute the death penalty. That is a problem. While Kamala Harris is fighting for our reproductive rights to be restored. She is also the leader we need on the global stage. She helped secure the release of Americans wrongfully detained in Russia. At the same time, he cozies up to his role model, Vladimir Putin, and MAGA holds legislation hostage here at home, critical resources to secure the border, military aid to Ukraine, and even the Farm Bill. She's lived the American dream while he's been America's nightmare. America, looking at the 2 choices before you, who would you hire? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris has a resume. Donald Trump has a rap sheet. She presides over the Senate while he keeps our national secrets next to his thinking chair. Y'all know what I said that other time. In Mar-a-Lago. While Donald Trump wants to put our 1787 Constitution through his Project 2025 paper shredder and make every day January 6th, Kamala Harris is fighting to fulfill the promise of America. In the real world, this wouldn't even be close. But this election is. Don't make a mistake. We are the underdogs in this fight, even though there is only one person qualified, only one person who's done the work and who has delivered the results. And she needs you. She needs your one vote this November. Can we count on you? Some of you know a little bit of my history, some of you don't, so let me tell you. I was a public defender. I did criminal defense as well as practiced civil rights law for almost 2 decades. I know a good prosecutor when I see one. Kamala Harris is the kind of prosecutor we long for in the cases like those of Breonna Taylor. Yeah. She was the first Attorney General in the nation to order that her officers wear body cams, and she started the Back on Track program to reduce recidivism. Listen, y'all, she did all these things because she genuinely cares about people. She sees each person as just that, a person, not a statistic. She's proven that since the first day she stepped into a courtroom and said what y'all already heard Hillary say, I did not copy out for her speech. I just want y'all to know. She walked into that courtroom and said, Kamala Harris for the people. And she meant that. Many of you know her credentials, but what I love about Kamala Harris goes beyond her resume, is that she sees the humanity in everyone. She's the only candidate in this race who is capable of empathy. When I first got to Congress, I wasn't sure I made the right decision. The Chaos Caucus couldn't elect a speaker, and the Oversight Committee was unhinged. I was going through all of this when I visited the Vice President's residence for the first time. As I approached Vice President Harris for our official photo, she turned to me and asked, "What's wrong?" Mind you, we'd never met, but she saw right through me. She saw the distress. I immediately began crying. And the most powerful woman in the world wiped my tears and listened. It's so hard for me to tell this story. She then said, among other things, "You are exactly where God wants you. Your district chose you because they believe in you, and so do I." I'm gonna stop. Okay. The next month, I went viral for the first of many times to come for hitting Republicans with a dose of their own medicine. That brief but impactful interaction gave me my legislative legs, and I've been running ever since. The question before us is, will a vindictive, vile villain violate voters' vision for a better America or not? I hear alliterations are back in style. We deserve better. We deserve a president who can be a bright light in a sea of darkness. One who will pull us forward, because we won't go back. Amanda Gorman said it best: "There's always light if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it." Kamala Harris showed me that light. And America, when she is our president, together we will shine as that beacon of hope and freedom around the world once more. God bless y'all.
Oh, well. That's Jasmine Crockett for y'all guys. You know, Jasmine doesn't play. She got words. Yes, she does. Very eloquent. Some days, y'all need to vote her into that one of the big offices. You know, she fights for the freedom, and she's a good fighter. Very smart, brilliant. That these people wanted to play with. No, she doesn't play. She does not play. She got beautiful, wonderful choice of words for y'all. Jasmine Crockett. Yo, Texas, y'all need to vote for like that lady. Put her back where she belongs to. Send her to Washington. She's really taking care of business. She's doing it wonderfully. I'm telling you, Donald Trump, where he's at, when he probably already listened to that, because you know what? When the Democrats are doing democratic stuff, he is there not learning, but he's watching and criticizing them. And you know what? He's calling them communist. So if you are doing good stuff for the poor people in this country under Donald Trump, with the Donald Trump ideology, you are a what? A communist. Can you believe that? This is what your president thinks. Doing good for the poor. Yeah, the dogs are barking around here. Neighbors' dogs and all of them just go around the gate and just bark at each other. It's just crazy. And they can't even shut up. I just want to stop them a little bit. But guys, I apologize. So yeah, according to MAGA, if you are doing stuff for the poor, to help the poor, you are a communist. So to be a good leader, according to these people, you have to do wrong by us. You shouldn't help us. The first home buyer, this young generation, they should not get that money to pay for their down payment, the $25,000. And the ones who want money for colleges should be stopped, because I heard these people were gonna shut down the Department of Education because they do not want nobody to be educated out here. And these people can't even spell words correctly. And they want to be your president. And they were your president before and never did anything. They lied to factory workers. They were going to help them out. They were going to bring business back from China. And guess what? They disappointed all those people. It's so sad that people can't see that. I wonder why people are still blinded. But you know what? They are blinded by racism. There is no any other word to qualify those people. They are just racist point blank, and their head is like, why the hell should I vote for a black woman and a South Asian woman? She needs to be blue eyes, blonde hair, green eye, brunette, then I will vote for her. She shouldn't be all those other minority side. Otherwise, I'm just going to go Donald Trump. And they don't even care about the Project 2025, because, you know, majority of those people never been to school. They can't even spell their own words in English correctly. And guess what? English is their first language. I posted some examples on here on my page. These people never been to school and they don't care about schools. That's why they came up with all the Project 2025. And you know, majority of those people there are also inbred. That's why they do not care about a rape by family members to help the kids not give birth to their own DNA children. These people are horrible. Well, I'm hoping Texas, y'all gonna go stand up with Crockett and vote her back into that office, because guess what? You need her, and you will need her. We're gonna see all of y'all guys in November. Share my videos. Bye.